What up, everybody? This Prophet Mocmoud, represent all the cast offs worldwide. You don't know what a cast off is. A cast off is being who you are, even when it's unpopular. When your thoughts and what you stand for is different in the crowd, you're a cast off. And everybody tuned in to Kwame Brown, and I agree with 100% down there of what Kwame Brown talking about, especially with the get along, go along gang. And understanding what a cast off is, which I am, um, you not a part of the cool people. You're not a part of the trend or what's popular at the time. That's one thing about being the cast off, being who you are, even when it's unpopular. When you have your set of beliefs, your set of ideas, and you follow in your heart and not the crowd, you will cast off. And I agree with what Kwame Brown says a lot with the get along, go along gang. And I even take it back to my neighborhood. It was just a specific crowd, who who was the popular people. And whatever they said, the people who wanted to be like them just ran with the narrative. And if they gave a false narrative, that was the narrative that got pushed. And it's like that in entertainment, it's the crowd, the cool people, and they give a false narrative out, and the sheep and the trend followers just gonna go push that narrative. And the people who unplug from that matrix and unplug from that control of the cool people get labeled a lot of times shit they ain't. And and they the ones who get looked down on because they live in their truth and they're not a part of the in crowd or the cool people. And that's what Kwame Brown talk about a lot of times with the get along, go along gang. They push this false narrative to the people. And I always, I didn't call it the get along, go along gang. I called it the cast off, being who you are even when it's unpopular. And I've been representing this for down to 10 years now. And I had asked a question like, why don't you look like a rapper? Why don't you, why aren't you tatted up? Why you ain't got the grill? Or why don't you have dreads with blonde? And why your clothes not tighter? And I said, that's the get along, go along game. That's the trend. That's what's cool at the time. I gotta follow my heart. I gotta be who I am. You know what I'm saying? And so just cause that's what the cool people push to the people, and then you go get people who got 9 to 5s going to get their face tatted up and can't get another fucking job, and what I'm saying, get addicted to drugs because certain drugs is high as fuck that the cool people do, and now you got a motherfucker with 9 to 5 want to do the same drugs because their favorite rapper do that they can't even afford. Now they blowing their whole check on fucking lean and all these high ass drugs, and so nah, I'm not a part of the trend. And to each his own. You ain't hear me bash one person for being part of the trend, but I represent the cast offs, being who you are, even when it's unpopular. The cool people. I'm not that. I'm a cast off. And so, yeah, and so I understand what Kwame Brown saying 100%. And and when I talk about something, I always bring it back to my neighborhood. And so what Kwame Brown is talking about, he talking about on an entertainment scale, like the get along, go along people, who the cool people to the majority of y'all who set all the trends and push the narrative. If they say this person not cool, everybody get under their comments and bash them. If they say that person is cool, everybody praise them. If they say that record is hot, the radio play it, and y'all think it's the hottest shit in the world just because you hear it all day. But in my neighborhood, I'm going on the cool people of the neighborhood. And if they say this guy is fake or this guy is a snitch or this guy is that, the whole neighborhood bash him. It don't always be true. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story. One time it was a guy from my neighborhood. He told on a whole bunch of people, but he had the money, he had the influence, and so what he did is he pushed the narrative that somebody else told, and that guy did 20 years. And so when that guy get out of prison, he ain't have $1, but the guy who been out telling on everybody he's the cool guy, he the one who fucking all the hot girls in the neighborhood, all the dope boys follow him. He the one got the new Benzes and all this. He the one got all the jury on. And so what he did is, before that guy who did 20 years in prison, because that guy get out and ain't have nothing. He had to come home, live with his mama, ain't have 1 quarter. He walking through the neighborhood, nobody know who he was because the guy with the money stayed out of jail telling on everybody. And so what the guy who stayed out of jail did is he told everybody that that guy was gay and that guy was a rat. And so it get all the the trendy cool people to pile on, you gay, you a rat, and all this stuff like that. And so all the trend followers and all the people who are part of that matrix and look up to them people, they start bashing them too. Man, fuck that gay ass nigga, fuck that rat ass nigga. And so, and he was the solid one. But the cool people and the trend people, the people who popular, push that narrative onto him, knowing that the majority of y'all gonna spread it because y'all want to be cool. Y'all want to be part of the trend. And so I represent the cast offs, being who you are, even when it's unpopular. Yeah, I do music, but I'm not about to have blind fucking dreads. I'm not about to get a whole bunch of jewelry, and I'm about to not wear no jeans that I gotta wiggle in before I put them on and stuff like that. No, I ain't about to drink lean, and no, I'm not about to get a girl I don't like just to have public relationships because that's the cool and the anything. No, I'm be a cast off. I would never be accepted by the majority of the people. I would never be loved by the mainstream. I would never be like that. Not saying there's something wrong with it, but I'm just saying I follow my heart and I follow my spirit. I gotta be able to look in the mirror. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's what I represent. And so if you part of that 5% who don't follow the trend, I represent that. But Kwame Brown was actually right with the get along, go along gang. And that shit is real to me, man. And I really believe it's a agenda to push masculine men out. Masculine men out. And I'm not talking about macho or because I'm not talking about that. But when I say a masculine man, a man, to me, a man is a man who respect everybody. That's the core to being a man. You respect everybody, whether this motherfucker got $10 billion or this motherfucker got 2 cents. If he got 2 cents, you gonna respect him the same. You ain't gonna praise him and down him because he don't have it. Or if this guy a tough guy and known for hurting people, now you respect him. Or this a guy who just refused to fight back and you disrespect him. That's not man shit. Man respect everybody, and I believe it's a feminine trait to be disrespectful. And now we pushing this thing of being disrespectful. We look at it on TV. You got Stephen A. Smith. You got Skip Bayless being disrespectful to athletes, and like Kwame Brown said, now you got kids going up to Cam fucking Newton, a Hall of Fame MVP, played in the Super Bowl. We watched him win. We watched him on, and we just watched this man whole career of success, and you got a motherfucking kid who ain't did shit disrespect this man publicly because that feminine shit is getting passed through by Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. That's feminine. When you disrespect another man, call another man, that's a feminine trait. The masculine man doesn't do that. And so we pushing that shit on to our kids. We got feminine men in the hip hop journalism, like Charlemagne and what's the other motherfucker? What the fuck? DJ Academics. They push that feminine agenda, and then you got it's just a feminine shit, just disrespect, just a feminine tone. And it's just an agenda being pushed. But anyway. But I got the block party in Toledo, Ohio on the 4th of July on 1100 block of Belmont Avenue. And the reason I wanted to do that because, hold on one second. Hold on. My bad. But I got the Belmont 4th of July block party. And I always said I wanted to build a school and have classes that teach on manners and being respectful, because I believe good manners and a good attitude to take you way further in life than a good grade point average. You know what I'm saying? And I always wanted a class to teach on finances and credit, because once you get in this real world, you gotta have, like, if you're gonna participate in society, credit mean a lot. And a lot of times we don't know shit about credit. We don't know nothing about finances. We don't know what's an asset and a liability. An asset is buying something that brings more money. Liability is something you buy to take away from money. And so anyway, what I want to do at the block party, I want to have booth setups on the block party. Want to teach about credit, finance, a person who good at that, a person who teach about mental health, a person who in that field, a person who teach about spirituality, a person teach about business ownership. I want all the business people, the community up and down the block, promoting and selling their goods. And I want all the kids in high school, fuck it, just school period, who made honor roll shouldn't have to pay for nothing. You go and like whoever, like you go to any booth and get everything free. If you going to college and you just graduated from high school, you get free stuff from every booth. We're gonna have a book bag giveaway, and we're gonna have live performance, a live DJ. And I always said this. I said the hood lost its morals and values when we took the spirituality out. When the Jehovah Witnesses quit knocking on the door. When the Muslims stopped selling papers on the corner and preaching, and when people of the church stopped preaching about Christ. And then somebody on Instagram left a comment, "Why you need to teach about the white Christ and all that?" Well, evidently, you haven't studied scripture, because Jesus was not a European. And so that's some shit just America and white supremacy manipulated to the people. He was over there in Jerusalem, Bethlehem, and all that shit. So but anyway, I ain't getting into that, because I came up with a solution in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? How we can make our neighborhood great. And there's always a motherfucker come with some negative shit. But that's what I'm doing for the block party. And we was discussing this the other day. And this is all off topic. But majority of the beef and the negative shit that goes on, or the killing neighborhood, sometimes probably 95% of it be a female involved in that. Not even 50, be some duckhead involved in that. Cause I was just anyway. It seems like a lot of females these days love bullshit and just be so into bullshit. Like, ooh, he's a killer. He got bodies. And 90% of the females who talk like that, they don't ever be from that environment a lot of times. It be them females who wasn't raised in that environment, but went to the hood and sucked a nigga dick from that neighborhood. Now you just in love with that shit. You just so fascinated by the gangsters rap. You always nosy and everybody, like, you just love that shit. And so you just love it. And you on Facebook talking about who snitching and who got by, he gangster. You love that. Now you like, and that shit is what really kills our society, because now we got them being the first teachers to our kids. And now we got guys, who doing shit to impress females like that. And you got females who dating dudes who enemies like that. Now she telling this dude where he live at and shit like that, get him killed. And another thing that bothered me, and I was just saying this the other day, is a person who starts something and then get somebody else to fight their battles. If you go get somebody, you don't love that person. There's no way you love that person you go and get, because you go get that person and they go harm somebody, now they doing life in prison while you get to live scot-free. Or that person come and they get killed and they dead, they mama without a child and their child without a father, and you get to live life scot-free, sitting around still being pressed by the dumb shit that goes on, sucking another dick while this person dead or in jail. And that's that duckhead shit that I really cannot stand. Can't stand it one bit. So when I meet a female, or I'm going out dating a female, and she get to talking all this street shit and all this, and he's a goon, my brother, a goon, my baby, it's over with. It's over with. You would never in your life get one more conversation out of me, you CB4, wankster, wannabe, duckhead ass. Ugh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand it. And we cheer it on and then talk about Black Lives Matter. We just cheer this motherfucker on for killing people, bro. It was this post I seen about Nipsey Hussle. It was about Eric, the guy who killed Nipsey Hussle. I guess I don't know how true it is, just all internet shit, but it was like, yeah, his kid got killed, his baby mama got killed, his family got killed, and there's females cheering at, yeah, that's what they get. But then in the next breath, you talk about Black Lives Matter. Them people ain't have nothing to do with that shit. Them people ain't have nothing to do with killing that man. And them people, them dead black people are dead who ain't got nothing, the kid ain't got nothing to do with that. The mama ain't got nothing to do with that. But it's a female who cheering that shit on, who don't value black people. If you think somebody mama getting killed or somebody kid get killed, you don't like black people. And you don't like black people. I don't want to hear you talk about the police killing one person. I don't want to hear you talk about Black Lives Matter if you would celebrate a kid or an innocent person who not involved in that life get killed. And then you get up there and want to be Rosa Parks and shit, and all posting all this black shit. Shut up, bitch. For real. Man, somebody asked me, do I believe? I answered that already. I answered that already. But I'm not a king. You know, I get that a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? A king this, king that. But I always say, no, I'm not a king. And people are like, how? Are you a king? No, I'm not a king, bro. I'm a man. And I don't represent, I'm not a king. I'm not a politician. When you involve king, that's government. I mean, that's politician shit. And so I believe in truth. I'm gonna say exactly what's real to me. And when you play pot, when you a president, a king, a politician, you cannot say certain shit. You really can't be for the people because you for the position of power. And so no, man, that's the get along, go along game. For real. Nah. If you ever seen Braveheart, no, I don't represent the king. I represent William Wallace. I represent the people, the cast offs. All y'all who tuned in. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I represent. No, I'm not a king. I represent the people who think different than the kingdom, than the agenda being. I represent the people who see through the propaganda, and kings push the propaganda. And so, no, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I'm gonna just go ahead and answer. I just don't want to talk about that right now. But do I believe in love at first sight? And I think I said that on my last one. But yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I think it's very rare, but I believe I always said this, and I know for a fact I did because I remember saying this. But our spirit know everything. Our spirit, you know, that's that gut feeling. That's that gut feeling that we should follow. A lot of times we do something that we shouldn't do and be like, damn, I should have followed my gut. Something told me to do that. That's your spirit speaking to you. That's your spirit. But a lot of times we ignore that because of our own flesh. We ignore that because of our feelings or our thoughts, you know, and what we feel can change and our thoughts can be corrupted, you know, but our spirit is always pure. And sometimes you just know and can't explain it. That's your spirit. And so love at first sight is sometimes your spirit just know. Sometimes, but we think we love at first sight because she got a fat ass, but that's our mind or that's our feelings. But sometimes your spirit just like match with somebody else's spirit, and it's a spiritual connection that's rare, probably once in a lifetime. And it's just your spirits match, and know y'all are a perfect match. And it's a spiritual, it's deep, bro. And I believe that does happen, you know. I believe that does happen, but it's very rare. And a lot of times we don't recognize it because the person our spirit match with might be a person too light, or a person we think is too dark, or a person might be a different race, or a person might be too tall or too fat, or her titties might not be big enough, her ass might not be big enough, or his dick might not be big enough, or he don't speak well enough, or he ain't got enough money, or she from there or there. And so sometimes spirit could tell us, but our own mind and our own feelings like, oh, he ugly, or she ugly, or he's this, he's that. And our flesh should get in the way of something spiritual, if that makes sense. I know that was kind of deep though, but yeah, I believe in that. But sometimes we think, oh, that's love at first sight, and it just be sight. It just be all flesh shit. Like, oh, he got money. Or damn, she got an ass. I love her. I marry her. And it don't be no spiritual connection. It's all flesh. But yeah. But yeah, I agree with Kwame Brown full heartedly. And I have a new album coming out on the 4th of July. If y'all didn't know, Make the Hood Great Again Part 2 on the 4th of July. And I recorded the album in 2 days. I recorded the album in 2 whole days. Yeah, I recorded the album in 2 days. I ain't take like I just get in the zone. and just rap about what I feel, what I'm going through, what I've been through, what's on my mind and heart at the time without any interruptions. Didn't take any advice, didn't do it, any opinions. Did y'all like to just record it? Me and Marv got together, picked the songs. And so 4th of July, I mean, I can't predict what it's gonna sell and all that, but it will impact. It will impact the cast offs. It will impact the cast offs. Man, rap to the top or back to the block. That's what somebody asked me on YouTube. I really can't. My eyes still fucked up, so I really can't even see after how they good. Rap to the top, man. Nobody don't know about that. You gotta be from. I know for. Man, Norbit then called and froze my damn live on YouTube. But somebody just asked me would I do another rap to the top or back to the block album. Man, that is so old and so neighborhood. Yeah, I want to do that. I forgot about it. So I'm glad you, whoever that was, I'm glad you said something. You got to be from the neighborhood or you got to be from the city. I will. None of that even is on YouTube or anything. None of that is even online. But I had made this album called Rap to the Top or Back to the Block. It was like the third project I ever did. But I did projects so fast back then. That was like my first year. I was super old. But yeah. No, I don't. I can't remember. But that's a good title. I might. But oh yeah, I just seen Mocmoud Abdul Rauf. If y'all don't know who that is he was a basketball player, and Kwame Brown just interviewed him. His name was Chris Jackson, and that's where I got the name Mocmoud from. Like if y'all look, my name always been Prophet since high school, but Mocmoud was my name before that, and Mahmoud Abdul Rahuf is not a part of the get along, go along gang. He's a cast off. He's a revolutionary. Not everybody, all the athletes is kneeling for the flag and black power now because there's no consequences. Your career is not being taken away. LeBron James could go say, I can't breathe. They not taking his career. Um, well, Kaepernick made that. Kaepernick, he paid the ultimate price. They took his career, but before that, it was a guy named Mahmoud Abdul Rauf in the '90s. His name was Chris Jackson. He became a Muslim, and he would not stand for the flag. And then they got on him, started firing him, and then he would just turn his back to the flag and pray. And he was representing. He was standing up for all the injustice that was going on against black people in America by the police and by the justice system. When police could kill unarmed black people and just don't go to jail, period. And he was protesting that, and they took his career, and he's a very good player. And so I started doing that shit when I played basketball at Libby High School. And so basically, I got kicked off the team, didn't get in the game. They wouldn't put me in the game if I didn't stand for the flag. So I said, man, I'm not doing that shit. And so I had to sit on the bench every game I didn't stand on the flag, so I eventually just quit. And that's what happened to my basketball career. Came back next year, still buried my ass on the bench, you know. And so they're calling me Mocmoud, And so all the people who played basketball with me at Libby, Turk, Jay Lamb, D Mays, all them, they used to call me Mocmoud. And so that name always stuck because they never stopped calling me that shit. And so um, that's where Prophet Mocmoud came from. It came from Mocmoud Abdul Rauf. Was an NBA basketball player. And so that's where that name came from. Yeah, somebody asked me to tell that story about roaches, killing no roach. Well, if y'all from the neighborhood, yeah, it's an unwritten rule. Y'all probably don't even know the rule, but you just don't. If somebody got roaches, you go to somebody's house with roaches, right? A lot of roaches. Because in my neighborhood, everybody had roaches, but some people had way more roaches than other people. But if you go over to somebody's house with a lot of roaches, you don't go in nobody's house killing roaches. Like if it was a roach, you come over to my house, there's a roach on the wall. You don't just go over to somebody's house. What the fuck, roaches? You know what I'm saying? People take that as a sign of disrespect. It's an unwritten rule. And so one day I go over to this girl house in East Point. If y'all don't know, I live in Atlanta now. And so I go over to this girl house in East Point. You would have never known her house was that fucking nasty, man, because she was a very pretty girl. She was dressed very nice car clean. You go over her house, man, the house was dirty as fuck, bro. Like, not even dirty or junky. Her house was nasty, nigga. Like, fucking waffles on the floor with syrup on them. Like, it's a waffle, like a motherfucker made a waffle on the floor, bro. Like, and put syrup. Like, motherfucker, you got a waffle and just didn't use a plate. You got on the floor, smeared on the floor. Like, dogs and shit, like puppies running around, dog shit over there. And so I'm looking like it's a granny over there. She got a mask on. She taking the mask off, like the breathing mask, smoking a cigarette and shit. Like, damn. Clothes everywhere. She got 3 kids, 2 of them the exact same age. One, and they not twins. Like one motherfucker was mixed though. Like one motherfucker was mixed. I don't know what it is mixed with, and the other one was dark skinned, like just a pure black. And they was like 9 months apart. So it was all crap. Like, man, this shit was like a fucking movie. And so I already know I see roaches everywhere. They crawling by me. So I know the rule, man. You don't go kill no roach. But this roach, I had on some high top white top 10 Adidas. So the motherfucking roach was crawling up my shoe, about to get in my shoe. So I'm like, oh shit. And I forgot. Like, I'm like, oh shit, this bitch is on me now. So I done got off and stepped on that motherfucker. Another one come and stepped on him. And so her sister like, damn, shawty, I like, you ain't never seen no motherfucking bug. You ain't never seen no motherfucking bug. I ain't say shit coming by me like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't even want to get into that story, man, but I'm already here now. But, yeah, and so I'm like, she want to fight. The granny that, who had the gas mask on, taking her shit off, smoking a cigarette, she done came by me and shit, scooting towards me like, zzz, like the granny want to fight. Like, zzz, zzz. The sister coming to me, damn, shy like you ain't never seen no bug. So I'm like, look, I'm about to just dip out. I'm bad back, man. One of the babies who was, one of the babies was been behind me. So I'm bagging back. I done tripped over the fucking baby. So now the mama that came, motherfucker, you done hit my baby. So they all try to jump me and shit. I'm like, man, get the fuck. I got the fuck out of there, man. I said, man. And I remember the rules, man. It all started because I didn't follow the rules. You don't go over people's houses killing roaches. Nigga, like, man, I done been over motherfucking house, nigga. We watching TV and a roach on the TV crossing the motherfucking thing. And I just knew better, like, act like you ain't see shit. Try to change the subject, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I done been over her, man, back in the days. I'm from Belmont Avenue. But if you keep straight down Belmont, going towards, like, downtown, Belmont End in the projects. So we used to go in the projects a lot because Nubia, we used to play football for the Gunkel. Gunkel was in the projects, and we used to go box and hoop. And anyway, but the Brand Willows didn't have that many roaches, but the McClintons, which is across Nebraska, man, everybody house we went over, man, it was unfucking believable roaches. Like, we had roaches. The Belmont people had roaches, but you ain't never seen no roaches like the McClintons. Them bitches be inside your TV. Nigga, you come outside, I'm dead serious. You leave them motherfucking nuns, bro. You go in your pocket to grab something. You go, oh shit, it's a fucking roach. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm dead serious, man. That happened to me. I was getting my hair cut. I didn't go cut. I know that motherfucker followed me on here. So I can't, man. I was getting my hair cut in the nuns. And so I'm getting my motherfucking hair cut. And so it was a store called Early Bird. If anybody from Toledo, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know these areas. It's called Early Bird. It was a store everybody from the projects went to. And so I go on Early Bird to grab $1 out my pocket. I would never forget. I went to go get a blue bag of Doritos and a quarter juice. Doritos back then was 25 cents. So I was going to spend 50 cents. Then go hoop. Wait, I'll be done. And so I grabbed the money out my pocket and a fucking roach was in my hand. I'm like, oh my God, a fucking roach. Like, shit. And, and so I smashed that bitch in my hand like, shit. Fucking dead roach in my hand. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll never forget that, man. That was a, man. But like, I just knew better, man. Like, I got people, man, where we sitting here talking right now, they got roaches on the ceiling. We talking, them bitches falling like rain. You're like, bah, oh shit, roach. But you so used to it, not to make a scene over somebody's house. So a roach just fall right by you like, boop. You got like, you ain't see it like, yeah, man, how about them Lakers? You know what I'm saying? You should change the subject and shit. And so, yeah, like, man, where I'm from, nigga, it was roaches unfucking believable, boy. Like, seriously, like, nigga. And so it's rules you follow. You don't go over nobody's house killing roaches. And so, man, y'all keep wanting me to tell these stories. I'm looking at my inbox. I'm working 3 phones right now. This right here, if y'all looking at this on Instagram. Y'all looking at this on YouTube, and then people inbox me on this phone right here. And so, But anyway, um, I know this, but I know a lot of y'all about to hate me on this, but um, I really believe if you a man and you pretending to be a woman on online, and the man come pick you up and thinking you a full fledged woman, and you a man, he have every right to fuck you all the way up. I really believe you should go to jail for fraud if you don't let a motherfucker know. Now, if this freaky motherfucker be like knowing you a man and they come get you and then he don't want his secret out, now he want to kill you and beat your ass. No, I ain't talking about that. But I'm talking about if you trick a motherfucker, like you on this motherfucker look with all the filters and you looking like a woman and shit, and you go pick this motherfucker up and it's a full-fledged man, he have every right to fuck you all the way up. Cause I will. If you trick me, I am fucking you up and I'm gonna sit in jail and like fuck it. But anyway, it was a this I moved to back to Atlanta in 2000, what is it, 2021? So I moved back down here in 2018 to 2019. I've been out here 3 years now. But I lived down here before from '07 to 2011. I lived on the south side, College Park, but it was a club that just opened back then. I want to say this was like 2008, and it was called Central Station. I want to say it was in East Point by the East Point train station. You go down to the East Point train station, and you go down the street, and it'll take you to this big-ass club called Central Station. I don't even know if it's still open or not. But anyway, it was this girl in a club. I'm talking about bad. Like, had a super ass, everything, short red dress, twerking and shit, everything. And so I used to perform at open mics all the time with this dude from Indianapolis. He was a good dude, and his brother was down here. His brother was a school teacher, and he come down here not knowing, nigga, you in Atlanta, bro. Like, nigga, like girls get offended when you be like, you gotta ask a motherfucker, like, look, I know you. I just want to know, are you a fucking man? You gotta ask that shit here. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of time, especially if you online dating and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I tried. Before I get to the story, like if y'all don't know, I stopped. I said this on one of my lives before. Man, my eye fucked up, boy. I'm on this bitch looking crazy, boy. Man, my mama made my self-esteem so low. My mama said, "Son, you never was the most handsome kid in the world. You done fucked your stomach up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know I got stabbed in my stomach and shit." She said, "You done messed your smile up. You had nice teeth." If y'all know I had gotten to it, my tooth got knocked out and shit. And she said, "Only thing you had going for you was your eyes. You had pretty eyes. You didn't fuck them up too." You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. And she said, "You ain't like, you know, like, damn, you didn't fuck your eyes up. That's the only thing you had going for you, son." But anyway, what was I talking about? See, me, I shouldn't skip around. I'm too one-track mind. I forget what I'm talking about. Hey, somebody in the comments tell me what I was talking about, please, because I really don't remember. And I remember I was about to tell a story. Oh yeah, but I had in November. I had a girlfriend last year. We probably went together like 5 6 months, and it wasn't no bad breakup, you know. But we just went on our separate ways. And after that, I started talking to a couple girls, and I just hated them so much. And I just kept meeting the same girl, different body, different, but same goofy motherfucker. And so I said, I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm not even fucking no girls. I'm done. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I'm celibate. I'm not dating. And once I did that, believe it or not, my business multiplied by 10. And so, once I made up my mind and started dating again, somebody like, man, get on this website called Black. You know what I'm saying? I did that shit, bro. BLK. Man, it's too many motherfucking men on there acting like women. Like, dead serious. Like, you would think this motherfucker is a real female. And I'm done, bro. Fuck that shit. Because you play with me, I'm going to kill you. I'm dead serious. If I come pick you up and you a man acting like you a woman, bro, man, I'm not playing. It ain't got nothing to do with no homosexuality or the trans rights or whatever y'all call that shit. That's wrong. That's wrong, bro. Let a motherfucker decide he want to be gay. Don't trick a motherfucker. God damn. But anyway, yeah, in Indianapolis, my dude from Naptown. This is not Indianapolis, it's Atlanta, but my dude from Naptown, we used to perform at the open mics. I used to perform. I was a hard working nigga. I used to perform down here. I used to perform Mondays at Club Crucial. T.I. had open mics there. Every Tuesday I used to perform at what the fuck is that club? Apache Cafe. I used to perform there every Tuesday. Every Wednesday I used to perform on Auburn Avenue at the Royal Peacock. Then it switched over. I used to perform. Then there's Club Throwbacks in College Park. Thursday I used to perform in Mary. I used to perform every single day in Atlanta. Every day, 7 days a week, working hard, bro. But anyway, you start linking up with other people performing. So I met a nigga from Naptown, Indianapolis, and so if you down south, you identify with people from, if you're from Toledo or Detroit or Chicago, Indianapolis, up north in the Midwest, you identify with each other more. We speak the same, like we come from the same culture, and so you connect with people from Detroit, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Cincinnati, because it's kind of the same culture. And so I started linking up with this guy from Indianapolis. So we go to Central Station. He bring his brother down. His brother about to get married, and so I guess, before he got married, his wife like, go ahead, get everything out your system and shit, come back, have happily ever after life. And so we go to Central Station. It's this girl in there, a tall girl, twerking and shit. Like she was so bad, I wasn't about to waste my time. She looked like she wanted a nigga with $1 million. So I ain't gonna go holler at her. So this dude from Naptown, he out there dancing with her. They on the floor, tongue kissing, like, damn, he about to fuck her. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even packed yet. It was early. Because anybody remember Central Station? Motherfucker, that shit ain't closed to 5. So it was like two crowds. People get there at like 10 and they leave at 1. Then a whole other crowd came at 2 and left at 5. But we was there like at 9 o'clock because we used to get there early trying to get the DJ to play our songs. I had a song with Life Jennings at the time. And so I was trying to get that bitch played. So I was going to get a DJ $100. Like, man, here you go, man. Play this, bro. And that's what caused me so much trouble back then, why I had to jump on so many DJs and shit. Man, I was beating up DJs every night. They'd take my $100 and won't play my shit. And so, man. But anyway, he freaking with the girl. They tongue kissing, man. Man, I don't know what happened, man. I just see this nigga hit this girl, boom, boom. And I never seen in my life, bro. I'm from Belmont Avenue, bro. Man, I done been involved in so many, look, like, this tooth been knocked out. I got holes and bullet wounds and stab wounds everywhere. I done been a part of a lot of shit, but I have never in my life seen a man hit a girl with a two-piece and drop her. I'd never seen that in my life. I done seen men fight that girl, but we ain't tolerate that. You on Belmont, you fighting a girl around us, we gonna scrape you. We ain't play that shit. On Belmont, man, you not beating on no girl in front of us. You not about to break in nobody car. You not about to break in our neighbors' houses. None of that shit. Matter of fact, you ain't from around here, don't come around here. Because we got certain rules set. But anyway, I never seen a man beat up a woman like that. And so I'm like, man, what the fuck wrong with your brother? And so now he got her on the ground, stomping her head. I'm talking about her head hitting the motherfucking ground like a basketball. Like, I'm talking about bouncing. It ain't hitting the ground like boom. Her shit going like boom, 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 boom. Like, it's like knocking her out every time she hit the ground and wake up. And so, as she on the ground laid out, the bouncer in the ground before we got there, her legs open. This motherfucker had a full-fledged dick. It was a man. No wonder he didn't beat his ass. This motherfucker done tongue kissed this man. You done forced this man to be gay without his consent, bro. Man, he beat the fuck out of him and stomping his head and shit, right? This nigga crying. I'd have been crying too, bro. He crying and shit. We'd have grabbed him. I was like, it's gonna be all right, bro. We consoling this motherfucker. Man, he's a school teacher. So this man is not this man is a model citizen paying taxes and shit, man. Went to college, he married, everything. Man, this man go to his car and get a gun, bro. He coming back, everybody grab him like, get him. I'm like, man, I'm not touching that man with a fucking gun, bro. That man got rage in his eye. He got murder on his eyes. Man, he didn't let a shot off. Bow! They done grabbed the gun. The police that came, grabbed him, the gun went in the air. Man, he came back to kill that motherfucker, bro. But I'm just saying, that is wrong, man. That is wrong. And so once I said I'm about to start back dating, and I got on that fucking man, listen to Untouchable ass, man, get on Black BLK. Cause out here where I'm at, it ain't. I live in Lawrence. Even though I'm in Atlanta, I live in Lawrenceville, Georgia. It ain't too many black people out here. Like, it probably is. I don't see them. I know, like, it's nothing where I'm at, man. It ain't even too many Americans over this motherfucker. Everybody is from Mexico, Africa, and from my experience, Man, they do not fucking like me. Like, dead serious. Like, motherfucking move, they do not like my ass. I'm dead serious. I don't think they like none of us, like, black Americans. Like, I ain't talking about y'all in y'all country, but I'm talking about the motherfuckers migrate here, man. They don't, man. Y'all black people get caught up in that Wakanda shit if y'all won't be believing we all one day do not like us, bro. And I grew up, like, even though I'm from Toledo, and on the south end is Mexicans. It's different because they are Mexican Americans, but the motherfucker from migrate here from Mexico, man, they don't like us. Dead serious, bro. They do not like us. And so that's a lot over here. So I ain't been meeting no females. And so my dude Dizzy Folks, he we got a lot of music. Man, get on his app. I got on that shit, man. And I ain't got that I don't know how to, like, that's a man. I ain't got that good eye. I'm from Toledo, bro. Toledo is just a simple ass place. It's not like you don't see that shit. It's simple. You don't see. You're not about to see a motherfucker from Mexico. You're not about to see a motherfucker from Africa. You're not about to see nobody from the islands. You're gonna see air. It's just normal. Like, it's just not normal. It's just, first of all, who the fuck about to move to America or move to cold ass deserted Toledo? You know what I'm saying? And so you don't see shit. Like, it ain't for gays for real. I'm not saying like you can't be gay in Toledo because it's gay people, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, man, but hell no, man. Like, I understood him, man. Fuck that, bro. Don't play with me like that. And so motherfucker be like, man, we trying to protect them and all that. Look, man. Now, if you just going out killing a motherfucker because they got a different sexuality, that's wrong. Wrong is wrong, right is right. But if you a man and you know you a man and you meet another man online who's straight, and you have this motherfucker pick you up, take you out to dinner, he done kissed you goodbye, and he see you on hard, and then you got a dick, man, you deserve, man, motherfucker should kill you, boy. Like, dead serious. I'm dead serious. Man, don't play with people like that, boy. Then talk about do our lives, man. You got me fucked up. That's wrong, bro. Me personally, the day you trick them off, even if you catfish somebody, if that ain't you, bro, and they done flew you somewhere, or they done, man, you should go to jail for fraud, bro. I'm dead serious, man. My dude, man. Oh, I'm about to say my dude name. Man, my guy locked up too. My dude, he done met a girl on Instagram. He bragged about this girl forever. Man, I got me a dime, nigga. Profit y'all hate, nigga. You ain't never had no dime like this. So he showed me the girl finally. I said, man, she is not real, bro. She is not real. What you mean she ain't real? I said, bro, this was kind of hating. I don't think it was, I was telling the truth. He said I was hating. I said, bro, something looking like that, bro. Nigga, she do not like your ass, bro. Like, nigga, she do not want you. For real. He's like, oh, you a hater, nigga. I got that sauce. I said, bro, man, nigga, I ain't never in my life seen a girl that's fucking pretty, bro. Like, dead serious. I said, you ain't never FaceTiming? No, man, she be working, she be modeling, she be acting and shit, nigga. I said, all right, bro. Man, that shit ain't real. So this nigga like, yeah, nigga, you mad? I'm about to fly my Holly Berry in. Now, this dude don't have money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got no money. So this nigga got all the little money he had, got a plane ticket and a hotel, bro. Got her an Uber off the plane. Atlanta is huge, bro. Like, nigga, the airport is in College Park. This nigga stay in Gwinnett County. That's like an hour ride. He done got a motherfucking Uber. Got this girl from the airport come over there. Man, why it ain't even her, bro? It ain't even the same girl. And he said, this what she said. Well, it's the heart that counts. Like you fell in love with my conversation. I'm still the same person, just a different body. I said, man, nigga, that girl should go to fucking jail, bro. Like, nigga, that's a scam. That's a fucking scam, bro. Like, damn. Like, that is a scam. I really believe, man, and he was see like, I'm taking this bitch to court. I want my money back, nigga. Like, I want my money back. This way, I want my money back. He ain't like, I'm dead serious. Man, that shit is, you should, to me personally, you should go to jail for fraud. If you a man acting like you a woman and a man pick you up, bro, you deserve whatever consequences come behind that shit. Or you a female and you got somebody pictures and somebody that flew you somewhere. I'm not doing that shit, bro. Yeah, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that, man. You meet a motherfucker, you better FaceTime them motherfuckers right then. Man, but fuck that. I'm about to get married. That man, I'm too old to be out here meeting these fucking men acting like women and no, I'm good, bro. Nigga, I'm getting married. I look, I am done. I can't do this shit, man. Girls from the suburbs acting like they the not saying it's, and it's great not to be from them environments. It is so great not to be from them environments. But girls who ain't even from them environments acting like that environment's a sweetie. Yeah, my baby daddy got 5 bodies. And my niggas and them gang gang and you fucking 40-year-old woman and like just thinking that shit so cute. Like, ugh, I can't stand these bras, bro. Duckhead ass chicks, man. Not the women. I'm not talking about the women. I'm talking about these duckhead. I can't stand them, bro. Like, seriously. Man, I done went all the way left field. I know y'all like, this nigga Prophet is crazy. But, man, shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. Shout out to Kwame Brown, man. Applying pressure to the get along, go along gang. You know? And so I've been representing for that, man. But I always just call it we are who we are, even when it's unpopular. We are the people. You feel what I'm saying? I represent the cast stars, the people who are who they are, even when it's unpopular, whose thoughts and what they stand for is different than the crowd, who follow their heart and not the trend. That's what I represent for. And thank y'all for everybody who tuned in. And if y'all don't hear, man, go to my YouTube. I got a video on Instagram. And it's in the where the website should be at. Just go click on it and then subscribe to my YouTube. And everybody who watching this on this phone on YouTube, man, thank y'all for tuning in. And if y'all not subscribed, please subscribe. One love, Prophet Mocmoud.